What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of Pallet Picks. And today on Pallet Picks, man, I had a few pickups this past week. Caught me a load from a big bad toy store that I've been waiting on for 90 days. Got the 3-pack of the Shield with Sharon Carter, Nick Fury, and Dum Dum Diddy. And I also picked up an extra dock. I had a dock, but I picked up an extra dock to see pretty much what you got going in front of me to the left. Got my man Marcus here, Doc's younger assistant. Mark is not a pacifist. He will shoot you, but he is trying to save lives. But Marcus will lay you down if he can. He's a younger, stronger medic that's pretty much cool with Doc. You can put every storyline you want with him, make it his son, but it's pretty much in Baku's head, and we'll get into that later on Doc's body. And also in front of us, we got my man Mr. Savage. I ain't came up quite with a name yet, but pretty much Jon Jones's body from the Jazzwares UFC line, which has now been defunct for years. But ironically, when I start putting this guy together, he kind of looked like me, especially with this yelling head. So I finally have my custom avatar here. And we also gonna go over my boy Venom here that I got from Walmart. And as you can see here, he has his head up, chin up, and this is the new one with the abdominal crunch. We'll show what I did for that, man. First, let's go with my man Mr. Savage here, my personal Kitbash avatar figure for the Savage Land. This is Jon Jones Bones right here. Pretty dope all the way around. He has that one-man army gun in his hand that I paid $10 for from Gridiron. Got some Gijoe blast effects on the end here, and as you can see here, let's take this gun out of his hand. The smudge on the jersey is I had some weak nail polish remover and it wouldn't work, so I took a look at I pulled up what could take it off, and ironically a Pump with Toys video came up, so I need to go to Michael's and get that stuff so I could take this off. I really wanted to redo this jersey, and of course this is Joel Embiid from the defunct starting lineups. I pretty much heated up his jersey, put it over my man Jon Jones there, because Jon Jones figure is basically like this Conor McGregor figure right here from UFC. I've had these figures about 4 years now. This line never really got off the ground. They were super cheap. McGregor's about $30 now, but Jon Jones has got up to about 90, man. And you used to be able to get these guys for little as nothing, but being that they're defunct, of course, you know, the price will go up. And the UFC is definitely not have died. Of course, these two figures, Jon Jones is actually growing in myth as the years go on. I'm not even a big UFC guy, and I know about him. And McGregor, you know, of course, is McGregor. But these figures move great. And I got McGregor out because he moves just like Jon Jones. So this is pretty much how the knee moves. I mean, they're UFC figures, so of course, you know, and I haven't moved this figure for a minute, so I need to be careful I don't break them. You know, if they need to do a knee kick or just a kick, period. I mean, they have some great articulation on these figures. And of course, he came barefooted, but I put Ja Morant's shoes on him, and it looks good. And I'll basically go through everything I Kitbash to make this guy here. But as far as McGregor, like I said, double jointed arms. Jon Jones moves the same way, immaculate butterfly joint. I mean, look at that. I mean, they can really crank it. As far as their head and neck rotation, I mean, this guy has great rotation. And this figure right here, Jon Jones, can do the same thing. So I just kind of wanted to go through it with McGregor to show you first. And he pretty much almost comes naked, just like McGregor. Got these soft good shorts on here that pretty much that I use now, just pour as boxers pretty much, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see the gray plastic hanging there, but it's pulling the shorts down. But he has shorts also on him as well, but we'll pull them back up. Also, I have Road Dogg. So basically what this figure is a bunch of different figures Kitbashed all together. There's really no customizer, really just Kitbash and made a dope figure. But I had Road Dogg from Mattel. And as you can see here, like all these different brands fit together because I had to heat up Jon Jones's feet and pop them off to get these Morants on, and they fit. They look good. They move just how they supposed to move. They're not coming off anything. Pegs went in great, which, you know, Jazzwares and Hasbro, you like cross brand in there. So I'm glad that was able to work out. But I took off Road Dogg's fatigues, which Road Dogg looks better. I believe this is his name. I really wasn't too much into this group here, D Generation X. I mean, they're iconic. I mean, legendary. But he looks better without those fatigues. He looks better just in the jet black hair. So he'll never ever get those fatigues back. Got them on my man here with the Philadelphia Nike jersey on. But what I plan on doing is taking this off right here, scrubbing this off. I was gonna try to turn it into a Charlotte Hornets jersey, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta see what's up. I definitely ain't gonna leave the Philly on there. There's nothing wrong with Philadelphia. I'm just not from there, and this is supposed to be me. It's supposed to be signature to me. But he is dressed like how I would dress. Army fatigues jersey, some Nikes on or something like that, man. I'm just stuck in my era, stuck in my ways, man. I still wear the jersey, still wear fatigues, still wear the basketball, football Nikes, man. So that's just me. But the dude looks real good. I took Hulk Hogan's chain off, put it on his neck. I tried Biggie's chain, but it was just too big. But Biggie's chain really was a gold popping. This is more like dirty gold, like he been out in the field and hasn't cleaned it in a while, man. But I also got a hat on his head from Loki Wartooth. If you haven't checked out that video where I showed off his 3D prints, it's the video with Quick Kick on the front and he has an Arashikage vest on, and that was all made by Loki Wartooth. But I put this hat on his head, and the yelling head really kind of reminds me of myself, man. But he looks good. He's not a super big guy, but he's nice and muscular. I mean, just perfect for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really have been enjoying this action figure for the past week, moving around, posing around. It almost feels like my own personal Mexico, because I have the soft goods on him, but he still moves and articulates really well. And he had UFC on his gloves, just like Conor McGregor did, but that nail polish, that weak nail polish I had, was able to take that off, man. And he has a set of fisted hands that I have to dig out of the crate, but he's on his way. I would actually like to change up the jersey. I would really like to make it a Charlotte Hornets jersey, but if not, at least take this this Philadelphia off and the Embiid off the back and kind of roll with it like that, man. I do like that it has the Nike sign on it, which is dope. And that's the cool thing about the starting lineup. It gives it its customization with, you know, just the different brands that came with it, as far as Nike, Adidas, or whatever you plan on using. But these Road Dogg fatigues from Mattel, that worked out really good too, because that's a totally different line that's actually bigger, but you know, it can kind of fall in the 7-inch. But I really like this guy moves really well. As you can see, he can move well inside the soft goods and really get busy, man. Like, I love this figure. I love this personal figure of me. And he also has a secondary head sculpt that's a little bit more subtle. But what I also want to do too is knock the beard off. I don't have a full beard. I got a goatee. But what I would also have to do is kind of sculpt it in his beard. I would have to shave that down on the side. But man, I'm cool almost just the way it is. But I definitely will be doing some more customization on it. I'm really satisfied with this, man. And it's pretty dope. It just kind of came to me out of nowhere, because I was trying to do a boxing scene with wrestlers and looked up on the shelf and was like, yo, let me see if one of these starting lineup jerseys will fit on him, and grab these fatigues for over here and see what it's doing. Let me see if Ja Morant shoes. And next thing you know, I got this guy in the past. It only took like 30 minutes to do. But I was wondering for a minute, how can I make my own little avatar or figure, man? And the ingredients were sitting right in front of my face. I just had to think about it, and it just, with a stroke of luck, just thinking, put them together, man. But there you go, Mr. Savage. I plan on making my own little squad with him, just some different people. Maybe I'll put Biggie in the squad, or do something, the own little personal little Savage squad. But definitely some more room to do more things with him. Definitely a lot of possibility for customizing. Like you see here, I had the original, not the original, well, the heavy duty Cobra Island roadblock glasses on that, which fit really well. A lot of stuff fits really well on this guy. This is like the perfect almost action figure buck. Can't wait till that heavy duty come out. It'll be cool to team him up with him and just kind of make his own little squad, make his own little way. But there you go, the newest G.I. Joe, Mr. Savage. Like I said earlier, I picked up 2 Docs. I had this Doc already. Forgive me if I don't have his glasses, man. I just put him in the box the other day, and they just fell off his head. That's one of the things I really wish they just would have, you know, in hindsight looking, just gave him his own glasses that, well, head sculpt that had molded glasses on, and just gave him a head sculpt without it, man. Because next time I'm super gluing them damn things on there. But I picked up a second doc because I wanted a second medic. Let me put the guns down here. Marcus don't know how to act. But this is Marcus. This is Doc assistant, or his son, or whoever you want to play him as. I pretty much got M'Baku's head from the Black Panther Legacy series on there, and it fits. It looks really good. Now, as far as skin complexion, it matches up really well. The only problem is I had no place to fit this neck mold. Doc's neck is a little bit too big to fit this Marvel Legends head sculpt. You can see it's a big old like ball peg hole in there, and Doc's head is very small. So just on a whim, I knew you was gonna do that. Just on a whim, I went to Ollie's and seen a Miggs Mayfeld figure, and I've been wanting Miggs for quite some time now, and picked them up at Ollie's for the cheap. And alone, just standing alone, Miggs figure is actually pretty dope. This is his figure right here. Haven't brought a Black Series figure in a while, and just forgot how small they are, man. How much shorter they are even to like Marvel Legends. This is crazy. He looks like a midget, but he's a pretty dope figure as far as scope wise. What he comes with, all his little guns and gadgets on there, the 4 pistols, the 4 pistol holsters, the gadget in the back for like the flip out gun, and out of everything is Bill Burr. So that's pretty dope. So what I did was I took off Bill Burr's neck. Didn't know Black Series has double ball peg on there that you can pull off and kind of use as an in-between there, because for one, I wouldn't be able to put M'Baku's head on Doc's original neck peg. He can only fit on here, and what I'll have to do is, which I'll probably eventually doing, is taking some RIT dye. Shout out to my man Hyperdrive Collections. He RIT dyes his figures, dyes them different shades for more realistic color. So I'm gonna have to dye this neck peg here, or if you into painting, you can paint it the same color. I'm about to put Mr. Savage head on there. Where M'Baku at? And it just slides on. I'm better with that than sticky tack, because when it just slide on, I'm cool with that. I can move it around still. I can do what I want to do with it, you know, and it still has enough pressure for it to stay on. So it's not going anywhere. You see the backpack fell off. The head ain't going on. It ain't going nowhere. So it's just the same as if it was on a ball peg. The only thing is, and I was trying to find maybe an African American character, but it looks almost like Billy D. Williams' neck was too slim, and I did not want to make the wrong choice. So I already knew Bill Burr's neck would work. So that's what I went with, and I'm gonna just have to dye mine. But help me create a new character, a new medic, just for some filler. And he looks pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? In my head, that's his name, Marcus. That looks like somebody would be named Marcus. But if you want to get kind of jazzy with it, because, you know, at the bicep period, it can come apart, put you some different person arms, some bigger arms on there. I don't know. It's all up to you, man. But it's cool to have a team of like medics or somebody else to help Doc who's not a pacifist, or who's somebody who is a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more different beat on things. And I think this head looks good, because when I tried to work it out earlier with Doc's head, neck peg, that just really wasn't working. And you can see here the skin tones are pretty much the same, and him and Doc look good together. 2 uniform medics out there trying to do their job, man. And while we on the subject of neck pegs, let's talk about the Walmart 85th anniversary Venom. Just picked this guy up, the best Venom I've ever handled. And right now I have the old 3-pack, Amazon 3-pack head sculpt on them, but pretty much just showing you that if you have those old Venoms for pretty much this same buck here, you definitely can use those different head sculpts to get the results that you want. I believe this is the best action figure Venom head sculpt created ever, to be quite honest with you. This is fly right here. This is better than Mayfax. This Venom is a reason for you not to get a Mayfax. I almost pulled a trigger on the Mayfax one about 6-7 months ago, but I just never really liked the way the size looked on. He looked too finesse for me. And Mayfax is a real finessed type line, man. It's just real pretty, and the lines are fine, and Venom doesn't need to be like that. Venom needs to be just like how they have him here, man. So this is one of the head sculpts that come with them, which is great. But when you get this Venom, this is pretty much how far he's going to be able to move his head up. I cut the back of his neck. Some people are dribbling it out, kind of waddling it out. I cut the back of it so I could get this right here, just straight up looking. You wouldn't be able to do that with it out cut. This is probably about the far as you'll get right there, and that's no bueno. Venom needs to look up when he's crouching down, and then that's basically what I did here. Let me take this off. You see here, I cut the back of that neck peg. Doesn't look pretty, anything beautiful like that, but I cut it just enough so I could get it almost like a toggle switch. And that's almost like a neck hinge. That's all I need. You wouldn't be able to move it no further than right here. But look how much more you get when you cut that back, man. Now, I know it looks to some people kind of atrocious back there, but that head falls right in there and covers that up. And if I'm gonna do anything from the back, far as back pictures, you more than likely that head is gonna be cocked back. You're not gonna be able to see that. But you go up, you can see it there, but he's all black. It doesn't bother me. I'd rather have this articulation and have the best Venom I ever put my hands on and move on like that, man. I did this as soon as I got it. Some people are taking the head and waddling out, which gives you a little bit more range too, but I'd rather have that hinge. Like I said, you wouldn't probably, this is probably how far you look up, and that just looks really stupid. He needs to look at you while he's squatting down, man. So you could do either or. I pretty much took a razor my wife do her eyebrows with, man, and used that, and then heated it up. For one thing, I heated it up, get that plastic softened. It took me a little while, worked on it with a sharp paring knife. But a lot of people are using an X-Acto razor, but just showing you, man, that it can be done. You know, just you need something sharp. I use a little heat to help me out, and it's able to do what I've been wanting to always do with a Venom, man, and get him squatting down. This Venom gets down and dirty, man. This is where it's at right here. This is the best Venom you could possibly pick up right here. Especially if you have the other Venom head sculpts and things of that nature, man, you can really get down with this guy. I am really pleased with him. Well, that is this week's episode of Pallet Picks. Just doing some little fun kit bashing, little ideas I wanted to mess around with, man. And a lot of times that's a lot more funner, man, than the latest, greatest action figure. I definitely will be working on my custom Mr. Savage action figure, and also be doing a little bit more work to Mr. Marcus here. West Coast Productions, Mr. Marcus. But my man here, man, the medic with M'Baku's head, man, and definitely will have a lot of more fun with Venom. This is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.